Album of the Week, episode 34. Hey guys, welcome to Album of the Week. This week we're taking a look at Wynton Marsalis, the All-American Hero. Now this album, just to start off with, is a compilation album. And this is mostly from Art Blakey and the Jazz Messenger recordings, which I'll get into in just a little bit. So this is the version of the album that I have. There are a few different ones. This is on Spotify, so that is linked below. As always, I recommend purchasing it. I feel a little bit less so about compilation albums, because they aren't like historical, they're just people putting them together to make money. So I generally try to stay away from those kind of sort of, I mean, the music is still the same. It's just like, I don't like greatest hit albums and stuff, you know, because when you think about it, when a musician is putting together an album, generally speaking, there's a reason all those things are on that one album. So that's kind of my reasoning behind it. And I think even just nowadays I feel like an old fart, but people don't really care about albums as much. Rarely do people listen through an album, which is the whole point of this series. But I think, and other than this series, honestly, I probably listen to albums more often than most, but I still hunt for different music when I'm, you know, listening and different playlists and blah blah blah. Anyways, purchase the album. But Wynton, I'm not sure if you put this together or, well, this is through Hallmark Music and Entertainment, but your album art is sad, or you're not your album art. The art is fine, but the information is sad. It's literally just an ad for Hallmark Jazz with a bunch of other compilations. No information about anything other than the track listing and the musicians. Sad, Hallmark, sad. Not a fan. Anyways, let me read you off the musicians. Obviously we have Wynton Marsalis on trumpet. I have done another Wynton album, his classical album. I'll just say this right off the bat. If you don't know who Wynton Marsalis is and you're a trumpet player, what? Come on. He is the most famous trumpet player alive today. Easily. I can't think of anyone who would even come close to rivaling him. Everyone knows Wynton Marsalis. People who don't know anything about trumpet know Wynton. I think my parents know who Wynton Marsalis is. If you don't know who Wynton is, you need to know who he is. In his younger years, like at the time of this album, so this was recorded in 1980, I believe. Let's just say that right away. Yeah, October 11th, 1980 at Bubba's Restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bubba's. But back in the day, Wynton was not only an extremely virtuosic jazz trumpet player, but also a classical soloist. The reason I'm playing trumpet is because of a classical video on YouTube that I will link. It's by Leather Lips. I might have mentioned that before, but it'll pop up there somewhere now. But that's the whole reason I'm playing trumpet, is hearing him play the Arbin version of Carnival of Venice, the classical work. He doesn't do really classical music anymore. He's just does jazz now, which is, he does a fine job at both, but especially now he's more of a jazz musician. Anyways, there's my little spiel on Wynton. Next, we got to make a little bit more of a spiel. We've got Art Blakey on the drums. If you don't know who Art Blakey is, you should. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers was huge. Art Blakey and the Jazz that group of people was a constantly changing group of young musicians who have become world class. Chick Corea, Freddie Hubbard. Who else has played with? Think Lee Morgan has played. Chuck Mangione, I think. There's this huge list of super famous people who have been in the Jazz Messengers. So I've actually been thinking the album of the week gives you a little taste of the history behind it. And as I've just been processing other things that I could do on this channel, I thought maybe I would go through the full history of jazz composers and pick people, not just jazz, but also classical, Bach, Beethoven, all these people, and give, a video on them. Make it more educational and stuff, because I've been thinking I want to keep Album of the Weeks more towards just the album. So I'll leave Art Blakey at that. Check him out, please, until 40 years from now when I finally get around to doing those videos. I have too many ideas in my head. Anyways, next up we've got Jimmy Williams on piano, Charles Fambrough on bass, Billy Pierce on sax, it says, and Bobby Watson on alto sax. Tenor sax. So yeah, and now I'll just go down the track listing here. We've got One by One, My Funny Valentine, Round Bout Midnight, ETA, Time Will Tell, and Blakey's Theme. So starting off, I like the inner tracks, which is kind of weird. My favorite three are My Funny Valentine, Round Bout Midnight, ETA, which is 2, 3, and 4. I like the other ones, but because generally you want to like the first and the last. Anyways, I thought that was fascinating for my own personal tastes. One by One is good. I don't have anything crazy to say about it. It's a nice opener. I really liked My Funny Valentine. That's the track of the week this week, My Funny Valentine, because it's a little different. Wynton starts off slow, and then it does something completely different, which is also Round About Midnight is a little bit of an alteration on Round Midnight, which is really, really cool. He does, or at least Wynton, listen to it, you'll know. If you haven't listened to it, I just did something really weird. So listen to it. It's really interesting, especially if you know the tune Round Midnight, which is also great. If you're looking for a great person to listen to for Round Midnight, you need to check out the Miles Davis recording. It is a Thelonious Monk tune, but it was made famous by Miles Davis. That's kind of the most famous recording of it. And this is like an arrangement of that, which is really cool. ETA, that one was close to being the track of the week. I really enjoyed that one as well. ETA, I was listening to it and I was like, man, this sounds like it's Coltrane. It just sounded so much like Coltrane to me, because the Coltrane changes. If you don't know what Coltrane changes are, Google it. Maybe I'll make a video about it in the future, but that's not for this album of the week. Coltrane changes, and I was just listening to it, and I was like, maybe this is a contrafact. If you don't know what a contrafact is a jazz tune that has the same chords but a different melody over the top of it. What would be a good example? Anything rhythm changes are all contrafacts, because it's the same chord changes. So I was like, maybe this is the chord changes a contrafact of Giant Steps, John Coltrane's most famous tune. And so I was thinking about that, and I was listening, and then I sang along. Blah blah blah. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that. But I sang through it and I was like, no, that's not it. So I Googled it, and it's a contrafact of Lady Bird, which is another John Coltrane tune. So it does involve Coltrane changes, which is just a variance of 2/5/1s. Coltrane was a very spiritual guy, not religious, spiritual guy, And what he did was, so you can divide, if you're thinking of the circle of fifths, you can divide that in, he did it in major thirds, because so a tritone splits an octave. So if we're in C major, C, F sharp, C, if you go down from C, half step, half step, half step, you land on F sharp. That also works for major thirds, because you start on C, go up major third E, go up another major third, you're on G sharp or A flat, and then you go up another major third, you're on C again. So it splits the octave into 3 then, if you do the crazy stuff. Anyways, that's what kind of a very brief, it jumps around, thing on Coltrane changes. Anyways, though, ETA was very fascinating just for me, just to listen to and just realize, oh, I've got a decent ears for, I can pick out some things. And it gets better and better as you continue listening. This is Album of the Week 34. I can't wait for Album of the Week 134. Even though no one watches these. I don't even know if my parents watch them. I know Lauren doesn't, so. But anyways, maybe they'll pick up one of these days. 34 weeks hasn't done it, but anyways. Next up we've got Time Will Tell, nice tune, and then Blakey's Theme, another really nice one. So I just don't have anything else to say on those. And yeah, check this album out. Check out Wynton. Check out this album. This isn't like must know recording or anything, but it's excellent. Take a listen. It's really, really good. I actually have 2 copies of it. I have this one, on accident, but I have 2. So maybe one of my students will be getting that one day if I feel they deserve it. But anyways, next week I need to talk about, we'll be going through, we've been doing a lot of jazz lately on Album of the Week, so let's take it back with some phonic work. We'll be looking at Beethoven Symphony No. 6, Pastoral, as well as the Leonore Overture No. 3, with the Cleveland Orchestra. So yeah, this album, I'll see if I can find it. I got it from Goodwill. It's a great place to get albums. They're always super cheap. So we'll be talking about that next week. Now, this is also the last album of the week, so I'm going to give you an update. Last album of the week of the month of March. So happy March. Hope you're doing all right. It's a crazy one this year with everything that's happening with the coronavirus and COVID-19. So I hope you and your family are staying well during this crazy, crazy time. And just a little side note, don't feel like this is the end of the world. It's not. Use this time to better yourself, do something. Just, stay busy. It's easier for me because I'm super introverted and I don't, not much in my life has changed. Some things obviously have, but take this time. If you're a musician, practice a little more, listen a little more. If you have other hobbies, do those. Don't just, this is an excellent opportunity to get better at your craft or get better as a person, yada, yada, yada. It's an opportunity. Something good always comes from bad things. So please just remember that in this scary time. I know it's hard, but I am taking this opportunity to attempt to get a little bit more up to date on the vlog, because I'm still like 2 months behind. Because just for your reference, I'm recording this ahead. Today for me is March 21st, it's Saturday. And this doesn't come out till the 29th, I think. Doesn't matter. But just so you know where I'm at right now, it's a very fluid situation, as they say, so things are up in the air, and just because of that, if something does happen, I'm not going to be able to keep up to the schedule and you might not know about it, yada yada yada. But probably, hopefully, this is going to be my plan for the month of April. And the rest of this week, actually. So this is still March a little bit. But Sunday, today, is Album of the Week 34. Tomorrow you're getting a vlog as normal, vlog 17. Tuesday, I'm going to do vlog 18, March 31st. That's Lauren's birthday, so happy early birthday. Then April Fool's Day, I'll be posting a supplement video, as I normally do. Thursday will be another vlog, vlog 19. Friday, the 3rd, will be vlog 20. And Saturday, the 4th, will be vlog 21. And then Sunday, the 5th, is Album of the Week 35. And then after that, I'm going to go back to my normal schedule because I can't keep up posting every single day. But I'm going to do it for 1 week just to try and catch up a little bit. But I won't be still. I just filmed vlog 26 or 27. So that'll take me through basically April with everything that I already have recorded. But it's a nice little attempt to try and catch up. But like I said, the first week here, so this week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be video every day. Then, starting on the 5th, Album of the Week 35, we will continue with our normal Mondays and Friday vlog. Sunday is Album of the Week, and Wednesday is a supplement review. So, just to give you a little heads up on that, this is an extra long Album of the Week. Haven't done one this long in a bit. So, yeah. Anyways, check out next week's album, Spotify links. Links to everything is below. So if you like the video, please give me a big old thumbs up. Helps me out a ton. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so they never miss another video with me. Comment below any future albums you'd like me to take a look at. And I will see you next week.